So we're back out. It's been 4 days because there's another dump of rain came and it's taken this long for the river to drop down. But it's looking nice today, I have to say. Good colour, good height. You're in colour. Is it looking fishy? I think it looks fishy. So we're in the first pool. I've just spoken to one of the bailiffs who said there was a fish lost, actually snapped off a little bit further down the system yesterday, I think. So obviously there are fish here. Finally there has been a run of fish. When I say finally, it is only March. But it's just, I've had such expectations from day one. But the flow of the river is beautiful. The colour's nice. And it's good to know that there's fish in the system. What could be better? Weather conditions are perfect. It's overcast, it's still, and it's very, very mild. Fishing is something like a medium sink tip. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I've mixed all my tips up. So I think it's some sort of medium sink. 4 feet of leader. And I've got an orange flamethrower on. So it's officially the first day of spring today, and as you can see the trees are in full bud. Salmon collar. Do it. Go on, good girl. Tell you what, there's some life in you yet, like, you may be an old dog. Bloody hell, how am I gonna get up? You want to try some? Come on. Come on. So I've opted to have a spot of lunch and a change of location to see if that improves my fortunes. No fishies yet, unfortunately. Well, somebody's got to catch that first fish. There are a couple of other anglers out today, which is probably the most I've seen in one go, to be honest. But then I don't tend to fish where it's really, really busy. So I have to say I'm looking forward to terrorising my giant scone here. I don't ever get to eat scones because they've got yoghurt in them, as you saw when I was making them. And I don't do dairy products, so this one I kept a little bit of the mixture un-yoghurted, just for me. So I'm using the vegan block here. It's made out of shea, coconut, rapeseed and almond, and it's surprisingly nice for a vegan product. One of the things I miss about not being able to eat dairy is butter. It's pretty nice. Really lucky there. I put my back cast straight into a thick branch and it wrapped itself around about 1,000 times, and I give it one little wiggle and it has completely freed itself. Obviously this is a very difficult place to cast, but I think it's worth it. I'm going to try and fish more of the... Oh, there's a pull. Is that a fish? No, it's a bottom. Shit, I thought that was a fish there. I thought that was a fish. Yeah, so what I was saying, I'm going to try and fish more of the places that are likely to hold fish, but I might have ignored in the past because I couldn't cast, or I couldn't get a good cast at it. I'm probably going to lose a lot of flies with this policy, but hopefully it'll pay off. Like, this is a really deep bank underneath me, and there's a row of willows that would make ideal cover for any stopping fish. I do hope the fishing goes downstream now. I'm totally napped. There's quite a few blue-winged olives hatching today, but I haven't seen any trout rising. Trout season opens tomorrow. So in this water there are some very tasty lice. So I came when the water was a lot lower, and there's so many good like rocky bits, boulders, submerged boulders and whatnot. It's coming around at a good pace as well. And letting it swing into the willows, but like I say, if I hook a fish in there, probably going to have bother. Tell you what, you couldn't ask for better conditions. The water height's perfect, colour's pretty perfect. It's overcast as can be. Really coming along nice. At this height of water, I've pretty much got 3 stretches of river I can fish. Now, this is me going back through for the second time the first piece that I fished this morning. So I'm going to have a run through the same fly I had on before, and then I'm going to have one final run through again with a big yellow and black fly on. So it's coming up at high tide, and here as the fish run, I guess it's maybe like if the fish are running, coming in from the tide, and they're intent on getting up the river because the conditions are perfectly conducive to running fish. They should be here in like an hour or so, maybe even less. Yes, I've been reading Hugh Faulkner's salmon book last night. I'm paying very close attention to when I'm in the water. There's a right hole here. That's the second time I've studied it. That must be a good lie when there's fish in there, because it's like a proper little scoop out of the riverbed, the gravelly bottom. Yeah, I was just bumping along the bottom there. You probably wouldn't be able to see that, but a deer has just swam across the river. That was cool. Oh, there it goes. So that's it, I've called it a day, I'm done. I've been through the water like 3 times now, and I haven't even seen a fish. That was my concerted 2-day effort to try and catch the first fish off the Coquet, but I've been foiled, unfortunately. Apparently, according to the Northumberland Anglers Federation website, there's been a couple of people close, so I think a big fish was lost at the net and somebody might have snapped off or something like that. But it's encouraging, it's good to know that anglers are out there meeting fish, and hopefully it means that there'll be a run of fish into the system. And with this rain and this water level that we've had recently, the river's in fine fettle, so good angling conditions for the foreseeable. Unfortunately for me, I'm not going to be on the water, certainly not on the Coquet for a bit, because I've got other things to do. I've got some projects that have been on the back burner for too long now, and they need to get sorted out. So I'm going to be cracking on with those, and I shall see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me on the riverbank, and next time if you join me, I very well might be underneath my old faithful transit van, so time to get the welder out. See you in the next one.